great idea for some comfort food. Follow me. Hey, and welcome back to Smoky Ribs. As you can see, it's been raining, it's cold, the wind's blowing. I've decided I'm not going out to fight with it. I'm not going to be grilling anything this weekend. Instead, I'm going to be doing what I call comfort food. This is my kind of comfort food. Going to be doing some soft shell crab po' boys and some shrimp po' boys. All right, let's get rolling. Okay, I've got about a ½ pound of Gulf shrimp. These are a medium to small size. These will probably fry up about like a popcorn shrimp. And I'm making two different po' boys, one for my wife. She wanted shrimp and I want the soft shell crab. And anyone that lives along the Gulf Coast knows that soft shell season is between April and September or early October, and it's just about impossible to buy them this time of the year. So the ones that I were able to find were actually, man, really small, but they're gonna pack all the flavor that the bigger ones have. So I just bought more of them. That's how you fix that problem. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get these shelled and deveined, and while I'm doing that, please go over there and check out Food Jazz. Go visit Karen at her YouTube channel. Karen has got some excellent videos, some really decadent food. I'm talking about desserts, appetizers, you name it, she's got it. Got the oil heating up. What I'm using is a cottonseed oil. That is the best stuff that you will ever fry seafood in, hands down. It just is. Alright, what I've got here is self-rising flour. And into that, I'm going to put around a teaspoon of salt. This is about 1.5 to 2 cups of flour. Just want to add just some salt, not too much, about right there. I've got about 2 teaspoons of cayenne pepper. I got about 1.5 teaspoons of granulated garlic. Alright, my oil is up to temp. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Anybody that's ever seen me do shrimp in the past know that I use 50% buttermilk and 50% milk, and then I flour it with this self-rising flour. It makes an excellent crispy shrimp. Ain't a thing wrong with it. I love it. It's the only way I normally do it. But I just learned a little trick from a New Orleans restaurant, a very famous one at that. Not going to call no names, but I'm going to give this a try. I'm going to see how it compares to what I normally do. All they do is they soak the shrimp in water, just cold water. Then they put a light dusting of flour on it. Then they go right back into the water. Then they coat it again. Just like that. From there into the hot oil. Let's try another one. Coat it. Knock off the excess. Dip it again. Coat it again. I tell you what, if this works out, it will definitely save some money in the future from having to, you know, put the milk and buttermilk in there. It's frying up nice. All right, we'll be back. All right, these things are piping hot. I'm getting ready to check one out. We're gonna see how it does. It looks really good. That's the keeper right there. All right, let's get the rest of them done. We're gonna go ahead and get the rest of these going. Got them all floured up and ready to go in. Let's cook them to a nice, pretty golden brown. I tell you what, doing the water thing here is a little bit different than what I normally do. It actually gives it a very nice, I mean, the other way is crispy, but this is different. It's like softer or something. Don't get quite as hard. I think I'm on to something here. I like this. Going to be doing the soft shell crabs the exact same way. We're going to take these little crabs. Look how little these things are. They are soft though. Same thing. I got them soaking in this water. We're going to lightly flour them. Just like that. I'm probably going to have to get some more flour here. This looks like it's running a little low. This has done got so clumpy over here from all the moisture. I'm not going to use it. Just use this dry stuff. Alright, these are already clean. As you can tell, there's no filters in here. eyes, mouth, all that's been removed. Alright, we're going to give him another bath in the cold water. And once again, flour him up. Alright, let's do another one. Same thing. These are about half the size of what I'm used to getting. But oh, they're going to be good. I've got 6 of these. That ought to be plenty for a good sized po' boy for myself. Alright, dump him in the water. I've never heard of this in my life about the water. I've always used either a egg and milk or milk and buttermilk or just straight buttermilk. I'm really surprised how well this is turning out. I know grease and water don't get along, but it seems to be doing just fine. Alright, in with another one. Alright, I got a beautiful loaf of French bread that was just baked today, fresh. We're going to go ahead and cut this in half all the way down. Beautiful. Alright, let's put some po' boys together. We're going to start first with this shrimp po' boy. I just asked my wife what she wanted. Did she want remoulade sauce or tartar sauce? She said remoulade, so remoulade it is. I'm using the frog bone Bayou remoulade. This is excellent stuff. I've already used it in the past, and it actually came in or took first place in the Scovie Awards out there in where do they have that at? Albuquerque, New Mexico, I think. But it's a big time award thing for all your sauce companies, and this particular one came in first place. So we're going to lay some tomato. Some big pieces of tomato. Look at that. Alright. Always like to add a little bit of salt and pepper to the tomato. Alright, what you want to add now is some shredded lettuce. I'm going to lay that right there on top. I don't normally put a whole lot, just a layer through there. I'm more about the meat. But the lettuce and tomato does go very well with these seafood po' boys. Alright, from here all you want to do is just stack up the fried shrimp. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and cover this po' boy. Then here in a few minutes we're going to get started with the soft shell crab po' boy. Alright, same thing, other than I used the frog bone Bayou tartar sauce on mine. I love remoulade, and normally I use the remoulade like on an oyster and shrimp po' boy for myself. But on this particular po' boy, I'm going with Bayou tartar sauce. Excellent product. Just like last time, you want to layer it with tomatoes, a little salt, a little cracked black pepper, now a little shredded lettuce. Oh, now for the good stuff. We're going to lay these little soft shell crabs all across this po' boy bread here. Oh my goodness. This is pure heaven, people. If you've never had fried soft shell crab, you just seriously don't have a clue what you're missing. One more. There we go. These things are huge. Look at that. I would say it's time to eat.